Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Georgia and I'm an animal educator, which means that I teach people here on YouTube or on other social media platforms how to care for their pets. Today we are going to be talking about goats and are they good pets or are they bad pets? So let's get into discussing if goats are good pets. When it comes to goats being good pets, there are several different factors we need to look at. And those factors are temperament, behavior, care, and common illness. These 4 factors help me decide if goats are good pets or not for the everyday person. But let's jump into the first category of temperament. When it comes to goat temperament, a lot of goats are different. I have 2 goats and both of them have drastically different personalities. So when it comes to temperament, it's going to be decided by their personality. But I can say usually goats have a pretty good temperament. They are very kind but curious creatures. But on the other hand, there are some goats that are just going to be more aggressive or not as kind-spirited or tempered. So keep that in mind when choosing a goat. But I will say overall, most goats will have a good temperament. Just be careful which one you get. As for goat behavior, goats are very mischievous. Though they are cute and cuddly and a lot of times kind, they are extremely mischievous and will get out if they have any type of opening, and they will eat anything in their path. For example, if you didn't build your fence or barn sturdy enough, they will knock it over and potentially knock it down completely because they are very strong and very mischievous. So they like to run things over, hit things with their hooves, and just do all those types of things. They are very crazy and extremely mischievous. Also, if you get a super cheeky goat, they will actually climb the fence and just get out that way. Another thing about goat behavior that not a lot of people realize is how difficult goats can be. They are extremely stubborn, and so if you want them to do anything, they will most likely just start bucking and get really mad at you. So you have to keep that in mind. Things such as giving medications and trimming hooves can be extremely difficult when you have goats. I know a ton of people who wanted pygmies, got pygmies, and then shortly after got rid of their pygmies because pygmies are extremely difficult. Though they are tiny and super cute little goats, they are mischievous, time-consuming, and just will destroy everything. So keep that in mind also if you are looking into goats, to choose a breed that is good for your situation and your family. When it comes to actually caring for a goat, goats are pretty simple. All you have to do is dump their food into their bucket, they will eat, no problem there. But goat care when diving into what they're actually eating and how much water they're getting and hay and all the different things, that's where it can get a little bit complicated in their care. Not to mention, it can get super complicated depending on what you are using your goat for. If it's just a pet goat, then you would go with a simple pet goat diet. If it is not a pet goat, is used for milk or meat or something of those sorts, then it's going to get more complicated and there are going to be different protein levels and things like that. So I would definitely say if you are using your goat for something other than a pet, definitely do your research on which diet is best. Another part of a goat's care that can be kind of intimidating to new owners is trimming hooves. Goats can be super ornery, so it can be very difficult to trim their hooves properly. And that itself, learning how to trim a goat's hooves properly and not cut them, is another thing that can confuse beginners. Overall, the care of goats is not extremely complicated, but it definitely is not easy, and they are not beginner livestock. I always tell people who are looking into getting goats to get some other type of livestock first, just so you can know how to even care for livestock themselves, such as chickens or ducks or something simple before getting into goats that are more complicated. Common illnesses in goats. Let me explain this. So goats are actually very incident prone, so that meaning that they are more likely to get sick if you do not provide them with the proper care. So for example, my goats are extremely healthy, of course, but my goat Delilah gets sick very easily. If I even miss one little vitamin or anything like that, she will get sick. Like right now, she has really bad diarrhea and we're really trying very hard to figure out what it is. We've given her vitamins, antibiotics, she's been to the vet multiple times, So goats can be extremely complicated. You have to be very careful with them. And so that's why I always say that they're not a beginner livestock, because they are so difficult to keep healthy. So keep that in mind when choosing a goat, or even when choosing if you want goats or not. Bye everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more animal related content. Tell me in the comments below if you think goats are good pets. I will see you guys very soon with another video. Bye!